In the bustling city of Brookhaven, life moved fast, and apartments were filled with strangers who came and went. But 32-year-old Samantha Greene, a marketing executive, thought she had found the perfect apartment, a quiet, modern unit in a safe neighborhood. She couldn't have been more wrong. Samantha moved in at the beginning of June. But within the first week, she noticed strange things: items in her apartment slightly out of place, the faint smell of someone else lingering, and her security camera showing brief blurs of movement when she was away. At first, she chalked it up to exhaustion and stress from work. But the signs grew more sinister. Mail she didn't recognize arrived, and she began receiving strange texts from unknown numbers, messages like "I see you" and "You can't hide." Then came the night she almost didn't survive. Samantha returned home late after a work event to find her door slightly ajar. Heart racing, she stepped inside, phone in hand, ready to call for help. On her living room couch lay a single handwritten note: "I'm closer than you think." Panicked, Samantha installed extra locks and upgraded her security system. But the intrusions continued. Cameras recorded faint shadows moving while she slept. Personal items disappeared, then reappeared in odd places. The stalker was meticulous, intelligent, and patient. It was clear someone was living inside the building, or possibly inside the walls of her own apartment, without her knowing. The investigation began after Samantha confided in the local police. Detectives reviewed security footage, interviewed neighbors, and examined the building's blueprints. What they discovered was horrifying: a hidden crawlspace between two apartments that allowed someone to move freely without detection. This was no random break-in, this was premeditated stalking. The suspect was revealed through a combination of digital forensics and witness accounts. It was a man who had rented the adjacent unit months prior, but due to renovations, his apartment had remained empty. He had secretly accessed Samantha's unit, observing her every move, studying her habits, and leaving notes to terrorize her. He called himself the Silent Tenant. Samantha's ordeal escalated over weeks, culminating in a terrifying night when she awoke to the sound of breathing in her bedroom. The intruder had slipped past her locks and entered her apartment. She managed to escape by triggering her security alarm and calling the police. When officers arrived, they found the man hiding in the crawlspace, surrounded by Samantha's belongings and photographs she didn't know he had taken. During the trial, it became clear that this man had been obsessively stalking multiple tenants over years, learning their routines, and living off their fears. His meticulous planning and patience made him almost invisible. But for Samantha, survival came from quick thinking, intuition, and a bit of luck. The case left the city shaken. Residents of Brookhaven began questioning how well they really knew their neighbors and whether they were truly safe in their own homes. Samantha's story became a warning: sometimes danger hides in plain sight, behind familiar walls, and the most ordinary spaces can become arenas for horror. In the end, the Silent Tenant was sentenced, and Samantha moved away, but the psychological scars endured. Her story serves as a chilling reminder that safety is never guaranteed, and vigilance can mean the difference between life and death. Brookhaven would never forget the terror behind the apartment walls, and neither would Samantha. Every sound in the night, every creak in the floor, reminded her, and all of us, that evil sometimes dwells right next door, silent, patient, and waiting.